These little ones aren't running away too much. Hey boys. Just hope the big one behind me doesn't sneak up and give me a king kit. There they go. They're off and running. There's a couple trying to come down from the bush too. Trying to cut them off at the pass. Hey boys, don't run away. Oh, you're going under the fence. Oh. You found your way, didn't you? Yeah. Something tells me they don't like people. 3 of them there. Hey guys. Nature, ain't it grand? It's Huey, Dewey and Louie. And away they go. Straight over, well, one goes over. The other 2 can't, too small to make it. Oh, they're in a panic. There he is. He's worked out where the hole is. Go on. Where you go? That's it. There's a hole over there. No need to be scared. Not going to hurt you. Yeah, he's found his hole. And off they go into another paddock. How cool is that? Pennyweight Cemetery, 1852 to 1857. This site is a rare surviving example of a gold rush cemetery. Shortage of water, contaminated water, poor diet and frequent accidents took a heavy toll on those who flocked to the diggings in search of fortune. Those children who accompanied the parents and babies born on the goldfields were particularly vulnerable to the harsh conditions. Between 1852 and 57, about 200 bodies, including children and babies, were buried here at Pennyweight Cemetery. It's a lovely peaceful setting out here in the country, Castlemaine. We had to do a little trip down here, and we just, you can't come to Castlemaine unless you come to Pennyweight Cemetery. Beautiful place. Let's go and have a look. There's the main board. Pennyweight Children's Cemetery. And when you do come here, you can't come here without leaving a little offering. So Beth's popping up a couple of stones on that side. I'm going to pop a couple here, a couple of bits of quartz, a little bit of an offering. Over there, I don't know if you can see them, there's a couple of kangaroos. There's a little bit more around the corner. We'll go and say hello to them a bit later. Pennyweight is my magical cemetery. I really love this place. This looks like it's got a Chinese background from one of the miners' children. And all around the cemetery you'll see little dotted areas like this, and little stones marking where somebody is buried, and a lot of them won't have names. There's a lot of unmarked graves here, like obviously just here there's a grave. Little one just out there. Yeah. Little plaque here. Memory of the heir o son aged years S, or whatever that means. But all the way through here, it's just an amazing cemetery. And I love the scenery around here too. This one's a rather large grave, obviously for an adult. A couple of smaller ones here, dotted around. Somebody's left a little, it's like a little penguin on this one, little toy. Sometimes you find people who visit will leave a little toy on some of the graves, the children's graves. Yes, we used to bring cookies with us last time we were here. We brought some cookies. Oh yeah. That's cute. A couple of little dollies on that one. Pennyweight Flat Cemetery, 1852 to 1857. Restored and fenced 1929. It's just a stone that's honouring the pioneers of Forest Creek Goldfield. But well, I just find this amazing. It's just a lot, no names, little stones, just as you see over here. Beth's picking up some bits and pieces, bits of sticks.
Got a wand making class on Thursday. This is the perfect place to get the wandy part of the wand. In a place that's got good energy and calm and collected and slightly cheeky. Put a seat over there since last time we were here.
Oh, they did too. I popped a seat over there by the fence. Can you imagine, back in 1852, coming out here, there would have been no houses.
No.
Very rural.
Erected by John Stilton in memory of his daughter Mary, who died 8th of February 1855, aged 18 months. And also in memory of Elizabeth Carbery, who died 30th of January 1854, aged 20 months?
12 months.
12 months. Couple of little ones.
So you do have a couple of inscriptions around, but mostly it's just wherever you walk. You can trip over a couple of rocks like here. and here, and a few in here. They're all graves.
The thing is, it's not a sad place.
The energy here is not a sad place. It's very
Happy.
It's very happy. It's very uplifting.
Yeah. Just the kids are just chilling. Some of them are too young to realise they have passed away.
This place does have a lovely energy, lovely country feel. And it's actually one of my favourite cemeteries, and I think for the fact that you know, there's so much history out here, gold mining history, and you know, you sort of think, well, how did the people live? Can you imagine how the people lived? Rough tents, rough diggings, food, you know, how do they get their food? Lived on kangaroo meat, I suppose, because there's lots of kangaroos around. Yeah, rabbits were probably introduced in the 1800s, some stage.
Think so.
Sacred to the memory of Hugh James Brearley, who died in 1853, aged 14 months. So there we go, another baby's grave. And this one does have an inscription. Lots of these little areas here, you just got to watch where you walk. This one here has an inscription too. I can't quite read that properly, so we have a little marker here in memory of Henry Baxter, died May the 28th, 1852, aged 1 year and 9 months. Very young. So many graves, and you really don't know if you're walking over the top of them or not. There's one right here, and you wouldn't even think of it being a grave, but it's definitely a grave. You think it's just a pile of rocks, but that's all they had in the day. They didn't have money to create substantial graves. All they had was what they had around them. Rocks, and a lot of them laced with quartz, because the area is full of gold. And we've got another grave here with a couple of... You're right. Now they're a little bit creepy, they are.
Look at that one.
But they're just weather worn, that's all they are. Oh, this one's a cute little fella. Have a look at him. Try to get out of the shadow, make sure you don't get shadow on him. There you go, pretty cool. And over here, another grave. And what was the story of this one? Anything written on it? No. Nothing written.
A little path thing.
Some letters missing on this one. The daughter of someone. Parade just beside the tree there. Got some kangaroos in the background over there. It's just a lovely feeling just walking through here. It's a very calming, relaxed type of cemetery. And as I keep saying, all you see is stones. It's just all stones. Just marking where somebody is buried. And the scenery is really, really cool. Beautiful country scenery. Yeah, there's a massive big grey over there, grey kangaroo.
He's looking, he's just checking out what's in there.
There's a few down the bottom there. Ah, he's bouncing away. He's just checking out who's hanging around the cemetery.
Ramble.
Couple of initials on this one. GB. Nothing on the front. The thing that always gets me with this place, every time I've come here I feel so at peace, and I just want to stay here for hours and hours, just sit around and have a picnic or something. So can you imagine the sorrow and all the sadness if you were living out here in the 1850s and you didn't have sufficiently clean water, sufficient food, diseases running amok. And all that you can account for having a lot of the kids in the area passing away. The difficulty of living back in the 1850s, in the gold era, and there was nothing out here. Like on the hillside now you can see houses and there's a very large town in the area. But back then there was absolutely nothing except hills, trees, kangaroos, native animals, native birds. And the native animals and native birds are basically what you survived on. And you lived in tents, shacks made from the trees, campsites. Difficulty of coming to an area with absolutely nothing and using what you had around you to create some sort of a lifestyle and trying to dig for gold to make your wealth. And a lot of people found gold, but a lot of people didn't make as much as what they'd hoped and dreamed. And in the process, a lot of children passed away through disease, sickness, and up here in the winters, very, very freezing cold. So it's a sad place in thought, but it's not a sad place at all. It's actually a very, very uplifting.
You hear them laughing and you hear them chatting amongst themselves.
It's a very uplifting place, this one. Very uplifting. So I'm going to wander around with a little S-Box, see if we can get anything. Are there any old miners around? Are there any people who came to this area and settled and tried to dig for gold? Any of the children, any of the kids?
Any of the little girls want to come and have a look at my dolly?
Anyone connected to this cemetery in any way, shape or form? You can come through and say hi. We come with a lot of respect, a lot of peace and a lot of love. And we love this place. Beth's brought a few little friends with her.
They come and talk to my dolly?
This is one of her dolls.
Well, this is why we came this afternoon.
And Beth's actually carrying another one too.
Sammy's sleeping.
Sammy's over here.
He's sleeping.
Hi Sammy. So if there's anyone like to come forward, and have a look at the dolls or come and say hello, please do so. Sammy's got his K2.
What's going on? Sammy?
Going to have a little walk around. I can hear some voices. If there's anyone around, can you try and call out your name very clearly for me so I know you're here? I'd really like that. Be so pleased if you could call out your name for me. Not too sure what that said. If you lived in the area, if you mined in the area, and you had kids in the area, or if you were a kid yourself, I'd be very pleased if you could come through and say hello to me. Seems like it's very, very quiet today. Such a lovely place. Can you tell me what you called this place? Just going to change the setting on this one.
Line in. Bluetooth. Scanning. FM.
Alright, we're going to give it a go on FM and see what happens. Play safe. We try to play safe. If there was anyone connected to the cemetery, any of the kids, any of the miners, any of the families, if there's anyone still around, if you'd like to come forward and touch this device that I'm holding, so you can put your words through it for me. Wouldn't be any. Can you tell me how many of you are here? Really curious to know. Just going to let this device go, but you can put your voice onto it for me. You can say anything you like. We'd love to hear from you. Two working. I heard the word gold. Were you digging for gold? Plague. Actually, suicide. I heard plague, famine, suicide. Now all those things that they actually did have here. Is that what happened to you? Did you suffer from plague and famine? Who's suicided? Can you pop your name? Can you try and throw your name at me through this device? My name's Rick. This is Beth over here. She's fallen asleep on a bough of a tree. I'm going to turn this off for a sec. Beth's getting something over here.
John Ripley and his daughter Charlotte.
I might try and look that up on. Might try and Google that. Yeah, have a quick necrophonics and see if we can get anything out here. This place is usually reasonably quiet. You get the odd one or two things.
John, are you there? John Ripley. Charlotte, are you with your dad?
Tom. Hello, Tom. Can you tell me a bit about yourself? Work? Can you tell me what sort of work you did?
Is there an Isabella?
Yep.
Isabella O'Connor?
Death. Beth.
Yeah, that's me. I've been here before, haven't I?
Yes.
You spoke to me last time I was here.
Have you seen us here before?
I had a different doll with me last time, didn't I? Remember who I had with me last time? The dolly's name? William? Teddy? Teddy's here. I spoke to you last time, and I spoke to an Amber last time. Her resting place is between those trees down the bottom of the hill. Remember we brought you biscuits? Yeah. Remember who came with us last time?
Do you remember Abby and Geraldine?
I'm hearing magpie. Were you laughing at Abby with the magpie?
Is there anything you'd like to say to us while we're here?
Not yet.
Not yet? Are you happy we're here? Yep.
I spoke to you with my rods last time, didn't I? I forgot to bring them this time.
Well, you're hearing a lot of words on there, but we'll probably have to go through and edit. Figure out what's said.
Yeah, Mum.
Yeah, Mum.
Welsh.
Welsh. What country did you come from? Can anybody out there tell us what country they came from? Yeah?
Got a long coat on, looks like a stocking. Want to go to the pub? We'll take you down the pub. Coat.
Okay, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Anything you'd like to say before we go?
Red.
It's nice and peaceful here. Do you like it up here? Murphy.
We're at Duncan Murphy.
Okay, thank you for talking to us. Thanks for having us at the cemetery.
Bye-bye.
Beautiful area.
I don't want to turn it off.
Before we go, we'll say goodbye to these beautiful raving beauties.
There's nothing wrong with them.
And this lovely little gentleman here who's obviously taking care.
You see this one?
Oh, look at that. There's a little, somebody's placed a little angel. Just in there.
Just kind of chilling in the crevice.
How cool is that? Yep, someone's just placed a little angel. Like I was saying before,
The locals look after.
the locals look after this place. They do. They come and put little trinkets here every so often, or the visitors come and do so. Lovely little place. We hope you've enjoyed a look at Pennyweight Cemetery.